Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, AmusedJester, and my name is Junior. And today we're going to take a look at Masters of the Universe crossover with Thundercats. And this is their He-Man character, the most powerful man in the universe. And there's the figure in packaging. And there is the figure out in the back. He-Man fighting Mumra, which is kind of interesting, with the Pyramid of Evil. And these are the figures that came with the whole wave. So let me go ahead and take it out and let's take a look at the figure and toy itself. Alright, so there he is out of packaging, and I think we've seen this mini comic before. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's the same one that came with the Tiger one. Oh yeah, that's right, because it's the same wave series. So anyway, it comes with a power sword, a harness. I believe this is a helmet that he can put on. Ooh, it's not like painfully sharp, but it's like uncomfortably sharp. These little things over here. Now, I think it's supposed to go on like that, but it's really kind of iffy. There really isn't a way that clearly defines how it's supposed to go in. I suppose you can put it like that. And then you have this some sort of claw shield going on. So you might not have seen my review of Bo from the Masters of the Universe cartoon classics, where I stated that character I really didn't want to get, but I just got him in just to finish the collection. And I would have to say the same for this He-Man. Now, the Masters of the Universe Thundercats I'm getting because it's one of the very few times we've had a release of Thundercats that is true to the classic form, that fits into a scale of a collection that I already have, meaning it fits with my cartoon collection. And I remove all the extra accessories and put it bare bones where it represents their true and classic looks. This He-Man is problematic, right? So again, let me expand on that. We can remove these armors. All right, and this, by the way, you can put that in here if you want to. We'll talk about this a later time. And you can remove this armor, take off the head. So what I'm doing is, this is what I usually do with the Thundercats, right? I take off the armor that they put on the character, and I bring it back down to its core classic look. So that's what I'm doing now with this He-Man, bringing it down to its core classic look. I wonder if I have this backwards, like, probably. Because that strap over here feels more narrower, and this one in the bottom feels more wider. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Okay. So yeah, so this is how this He-Man is supposed to look. Are the shins removable? Normal, this is removable. Yeah, there you go. And this one we'll just leave it there for now. Alright, so now this is the classic He-Man look, but classic in what way? Because we already have a cartoon collection, we already have the retro collection. This is not the New Adventures of He-Man. It doesn't look like this. It's not 2000X. It doesn't look like this. This face of He-Man is barely recognizable as He-Man. It can't be Lord Grayskull, so you can't even use that. So knowing that, I'm like, there's really nowhere to put this guy in my collection. He doesn't fit in any He-Man collection. So I wasn't really enthusiastic on getting him, but I bought him to complete the wave. So instead of being a bonus or a plus, it's actually a drag to the total cost of the whole wave being, what, almost $60. So yeah, it becomes more of a drag then. So I'll give him a value of 10 because I knew what I was going in, and I bought it because I wanted to complete it. This head too looks so much more out of balance as this whole body. Yeah, I got what I wanted. It's nothing exceptional, nothing fancy, but if I put this on my shelf and say it's He-Man, it's not He-Man because that face is just off. Now what I could do, I just realized, is to just get rid of this head completely, and I can bring in this head from the cartoon collection and put it on there to give him a more classic looking He-Man. I know the flesh tone doesn't fit, but what will be the point of doing this? Because we already have a good cartoon collection He-Man and an origin collection. So what's the point of this? So again, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, like, it fits well. There's just really no point. I already have a good He-Man in my collection. So I'll give him a value of 10. The articulation is basically the same as usual. Maybe I'll call him Son of He-Man, you know what I mean? Not really He-Man, but He-Man. Yeah. The only good thing, honestly, about this whole thing is this amalgamation between the Power Sword and the Eye of Thundera, the Sword of Omens. I really like the design. I really like how they incorporated the hilt from the Sword of Omens to the hilt of the Masters of the Universe, right? So this is the bottom hilt, Sword of Omens, and this is, yeah, and this is the closed version. So I really like the design of this sword, but unfortunately that's the only thing I like about this whole thing. Again, maybe I'll steal this and give it to He-Man, one of my proper He-Mans from the cartoon collection. But yeah, this is just something. It's just like something that I could have waited for Ross to come out with and just pay $5.99. I didn't really need to have it in my collection to represent He-Man because it doesn't. If this was the only He-Man we have available to us, it would be a poor representation because this face doesn't look like any He-Man that we know, right? So anyway, that's it for my review of He-Man from the Masters of the Universe Thundercats crossover. And yeah, I want the line to continue, but not in this direction. I also don't like Battleman. I can't remember the name of that one. I would rather they do let's say an amalgamation from Man-at-Arms, but I really would prefer that they would concentrate more on the Thundercats line, because what they're doing with the Thundercats, oh, I have one here. What they're doing with the Thundercats, giving us the versions of their classic look and having their armor, I think that's where the line succeeds. And this one is where it this is like, who asked for this one, you know? Anyway, that's it for my review. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next review. Bye.